Have you ever been broken inside? People they push you to your limits. They just keep siphoning out of you. It's as though they think you're a vending machine. They just put a little coin towards you, and there you go. You'll give them something that they're craving, something that will satisfy them. But what is left afterwards for you? More emptiness? It turns out you didn't need that little scrap of metal, did you? No, it's not really a fair trade. They watched you talk, but they didn't actually listen. Or they laughed at your joke and turned to share that joy with the others next to them. They didn't give that joy back to you. They watched you cry, but didn't care to safeguard against future tears. Ever so slowly, pieces of you fall away. Dreams become dull, colors not as bright, food not as tasty. But wait, something saves the day. The imagination. Your mind switches a bit. You start thinking about how your life could be, how you could feel. Maybe you start observing others around you. How are they living? What are they doing differently? They look happy, don't they? All of the effort and attention that you gave out, you turn it inwards. Study who's inside of you. Who is this person anyways? You study everyone else, don't you? Well, maybe you start studying yourself a bit. You don't just roam around in dreamland or fantasyland. You get practical. You start thinking about how you can actually turn some of your dreams into reality. But do you have what it takes? Can you put those dreams into practice? What you need to do into practice? The INFJ isn't always strong. They don't always believe in themselves. They believe in others. They want others to be strong. But them, well, that's not as easy. They can give the best advice. Will they follow their own smart advice themselves? Well, that's not always easy either. They can sit with a person and pull them apart, study them, see them, witness them, never imagining that someone would or could do the same in return. If they were to meet such a person who would do that, would they allow it? Could they allow such a thing? This is a truth behind the INFJ. They are flawed, no less flawed than anyone else. And most likely, they're broken inside, or at least a good part of them. They have probably gone through at least a couple of those stages throughout their life. They have a heart of gold, but their mind can betray them. There's one very simple want that can shift the scales for the INFJ, though. It can completely change their outlook on life, how they see people, or how they see themselves. It's their desire to simply feel good. It sounds so minuscule, so simple, doesn't it? But it touches everything. Every decision, every action, every relationship. You must ask, does it feel good? And if it's a challenging moment, will the effort you put in lead to feeling good? As it turns out, the INFJ was gifted with their imagination to support their golden heart. How good could it all be? What would you want your life to look like? Who would be there? Who would you spend your time with? And how would you spend your time? Your imagination is leading you to the possibility of you choosing to feel good, to make choices that will help you feel good. This just might be the hidden value behind our imaginations. Perhaps it wasn't just gifted to us as a way that we can soothe our weary spirits. Maybe it was gifted to us to be a catalyst. Ever think about that? This isn't to say that you should become selfish. Quite the opposite. Helping others feels good, doesn't it? Making someone smile or giving comfort to a person, yeah, it feels good to do that. But also, when you give that to yourself, you have more to give to others. Not just your smarts, your advice, your attention. You have joy inside of you, joy that you can hand out. I have said before a few times now that it's important to recognize how you feel around a person. Well, that's not the only time you should check in with yourself. How do you feel at your job or with your friends when you're out and about? Yeah, you should ask yourself at that time too. Feelings don't lie. We have put logic and practicality on a pedestal, but your feelings need to be put right beside them, and you need to trust them. Life isn't always going to feel good. It's going to hurt sometimes, and it will be hard sometimes. We can't deny that. And for a long time, I thought the key was to know exactly where I was going. That is how I was going to become happy. I had to come up with a plan. What was my goals? Who did I want to be there alongside me? Isn't it so that all the most successful and happiest people out there have asked themselves those questions? I mean, they're valid questions, right? And I still study those parts of myself, but the question that really changed my life for the better the most was, how do I feel? And when I really sit and think about it, I think the reason why I didn't ask myself that question so often was I didn't think I deserved it. After all, nobody really asked me that. Think about it. When's the last time someone asked you that question? How do you feel? Do you feel good? I just wasn't programmed to pose that question to myself, although ironically, I often pose it to others. And it may seem self-indulgent, unrealistic, but if you think about it, all of the smartest decisions or most fulfilling decisions have that question lurking behind it. For example, will you feel good if you spend all your money on something unnecessary? No. Again, keep in mind that the eventual feelings, not just the instant emotional payout, is what we're studying here. Or will you feel good having a relationship with an abusive person? No, right? Will you feel good if you're a valuable employee? Will you feel good if you eat junk food all day, every day? Will you feel good to help somebody, maybe volunteer your time to a worthy cause? It is a smart check-in for the little things and the big things. And this is my advice to anybody listening, to everyone out there, but most especially for INFJs, because you have the heart to balance it out. You won't be selfish, you won't be greedy, you'll get happier, and you can spread that around. You can pay it forward, just like I'm trying to do right now with this video. Look at it like this. This is your empathic nature and your imagination colliding and giving you the key to your most fulfilling life. It's all within you. You already have everything that you need inside of you to create your best life. So, how do you feel after listening to this video? I have to ask that, right? I told you, I often ask that. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. I'll talk to you later, okay? Be nice to yourselves.